What's up, guys? I'm Rob, this is Cultured, and this is an album review of They's Amanda Tape. Very confusing name, makes it hard to write. I first heard of They when I listened to their song Motley Crue. Pain is the name of the game when they play with us. Very nice vibes throughout that, and that came from the album New Religion Hyena or Cheetah or something like that, which is a very similar vibe all throughout. And yeah, that album was really nice. Not entirely my style, but I liked it enough to enjoy the album and listen to the whole album anyway. And I liked it enough for me to check out this one. So they do kind of, I'd say, alternative R&B. So I said in my review last week of Bryson Tiller's Anniversary that I'm not the biggest fan of R&B. There's just not enough happening. And it's all the same from song to song for the most part. Like the vibes is just very similar. But these guys definitely offer a different sound. They usually feature guitar with like a Western kind of sound. Or if they venture off into sort of like a Mexican kind of fiesta vibe sometimes. But it's definitely like the R&B / Western that managed to grab my attention. I don't know why, because it's such a random like mix of genres. Yeah, they definitely have their own sound. There's two guys, one on vocals, one on production. And yeah, this project, it definitely suffered one of the biggest flaws that I find with R&B, and that is repetitive lyrics. I find in the chorus of like R&B tracks, it's usually just one or two lines repeated multiple times. And this album definitely suffered from that quite a fair bit. And it also had some fairly poorly written lyrics as well. But to be completely fair on that last point, that was the only bit of corny writing throughout. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. Topically, it was just focused on, you're a girl, I like you, you're one of the best girls, I will do a lot to be with you for just 10 extra seconds at the end of the day. So yeah, it's just classic R&B at that point. It doesn't stray too far away from the genre. Topic-wise, they had 3 features in there, Tinashe, Juicy J, and Wale in that order. Goes without saying, Juicy J was the weakest of the bunch. Tinashe, her vibe obviously fit the two very, very well. She fit in just fine. And Wale surprisingly was really good. I thought that he would sort of take away from the vibes of the track, but he really didn't, and he actually had a fair amount to offer. Like he eased into rapping, which was really nice. He handled that really well. I don't think it would have been an easy track to feature on for someone in his sort of style. Although it's only 33 minutes long, it does feel much longer because unfortunately there is a lot of waiting time at the start and tail end of each song. There's a lot of beat, on either end of the vocals. But in saying that, it was actually a pretty decent album. I enjoyed listening to it. As long as you're not focusing on the music, like if it's like a background music, like while you're driving or whatever, it doesn't feel like 33 minutes. It does go much quicker. It's only when you're focusing on it that you're sort of noticing how long you're waiting for things. You know the saying, like a watch kettle never boils. And this album has actually become my go-to if I want something soft. Like if I've just finished work, I'm in the shower, I don't want lo-fi music with no vocals because it'll just put me to sleep standing up in the shower. If I want something to sort of like half engage on, this is actually really nice to chuck on, and it's become my go-to. It's good when you're like cleaning up or something, like folding up a bunch of clothes to put away. It's really good to chuck on in the background because you don't want to be listening to I'm Upset while you're folding clothes, or like Rap Saved Me, anything like too hard. Yeah, you're just putting away clothes. You want some They. And yeah, these guys, they just offer me a sound that not many artists can do, and they're definitely worth checking out. So if I've managed to at all convince you or interest you even, go check them out. I don't think you're going to be very disappointed. 6.5 from me. Be sure to check in tomorrow because I've got nothing. I didn't do enough album reviews. Alright, we'll check in on Monday because Tyler's going to be back. It's going to be the two of us again. We're going to be carrying on with our joint album reviews. He's going to join in with the sneakers, obviously, and any other thing. And there will be the quiz, the return of the quiz. Sorry about the lack of video tomorrow, apparently. But I suppose it's just going to build up the hype for Tyler's return. I'll see you on Monday when he's back. That's a wrap.